What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 40 of my Total Warhammer 3 Kairos Fateweaver Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, with the destruction of the Bloody Hands' main force, though a few units remain, our Garrulus and Iber armies are going to be able to move northward, wherein they will be fighting Scrag and looking to end the Bloody Hands for good. They've been annoying us for quite a while, and it's past time that we destroy them. Of course, it's more than likely, I would say, that Clan Angren will declare war on us sooner rather than later, so it would be better to deal with these guys rather than fighting with three factions with only two armies available to us here. In addition to that, we will have destroyed the forces of the Citadel of Dusk, so this army, Kronos, will be able to move northward and help fire with the conquest of Lustria, though that's been going relatively slowly and due to the very nice and devastatingly highly damaging effect of the Cult of Sotek's bound ability. I forgot what it's called now. Jungle Swarm. Damn, I am jealous of that ability. Kairos got some magical jealousy, I guess. Now, there was an army here belonging to the Southern Sentinels, and I no longer know where it is. Now, it was moving down here. I suppose it could have gone here into the Fog of War. I'm kind of tempted to identify them just to possibly see. So you know what? Let's reveal Shroud on these guys. It's not going to cost that much anyway. Southern Sentinels, yes. Now, will this allow us to see that army? No, it will not. Ah, there it is. There it is. Tamak Kenzawa, his army is actually quite weak. Okay, so what we want to do is, even though Fire is hurt, and his army does need to heal up, we want to move to the edge of this, and maybe we can attack kayaks here while there are no units in there. Should be decently easy to take it, I think. And how long until we can open gates immediately if we wanted to as well, which would help us out if we needed to here. Would be nice to take kayaks, as it is a tier 5 after all, and would help us hold against any enemies that come southward, like Wyrim over here, who's probably going to get replaced by Tehenoan sooner rather than later. Now, in terms of what else we need to do, there's a lot of recruitment that we need to do, much more so than building stuff right now. So Kronos, I want you to, yes, you. I want you to, well, first of all, we definitely want to build at least one Knight of Tzeentch, regular style. We could do some Doom Knights here as well, for example, in Fire's army, since I'm not sure he's going to be keeping the regular knights. Now, he does have some Flamers of Tzeentch as well, and we're going to put like 5 Soul Grinders in his army, but I think we'll get a few more Pink Horrors in here as well, because his army is fairly reliant on it. Now, minor problem. If we want to get Soul Grinders here, especially if we want to get 5 Soul Grinders, we're going to run out of space. Now, Fire... Let me think about this. We'll need to transfer some troops. I really would prefer to avoid summoning another Lord to put 3 units in here so that Fire can get it. I suppose if Fire can take that location, then we can instead globally recruit with Fire with those Pink Horrors, rather than having Kronos do it, which would leave us room to recruit a few more of these Chosen instead. Like, let's say, presuming that we transfer the remains of Fire's regular Chaos Warriors, and maybe keep some of them there. Let's say 3 okay, let's go 2 more Chosen of Halberds, and then I guess 2 more regular Chosen, although the Halberdiers are quite useful as well. And then I guess 4 Soul Grinders, and then we'll be good. It'll of course mean no Doom Knights unless we want to swap something out. And, oh, that also means we will probably want to get some heroes in this army as well, so that'll put the unit count up anyway. How many turns do the Doom Knights take to recruit? I suppose we could forego some of the Chosen here. How many Halberdiers do you have in terms of the Chaos Warriors? You have 3 plus 1, so 4, and then 2 of the regular sword variety. So if we were to forego these 2 Chosen with halberds, we could then get some Doom Knights in here. Alright, let's do that, and we can retool the whole thing later on if we need to. Ooh, wait. No, we don't want to do that, at least not right now. Maybe we'll get some Doom Knights in here, but I just realized that if we want to go up there quicker, we'll want to recruit the Soul Grinders immediately. And Kronos, stop yelling, please. And Soul Grinders are going to be recruitable next turn, so we'll probably want to do it immediately. Yeah, so we'll go up there. And yeah, we get another Lord, but we've already dropped down to like 20k, and we're going to be lower than that shortly. I don't want to do too much. Now, we also want to get 4, I believe... Wait, not you, Iber. Yeah, we'll want you 4 to get replaced by Chosen. And then we'll want at least 4 Doom Knights in here. Now, you can't build Doom Knights here, but we can build 2 Halberds and 2 regular Chosen. And then I believe that's good for now. We could build some other stuff in here if we wanted to, but only stuff that takes 1 turn because it'll take a while to go up here. So more Flamers if we wanted them. We could go for more Chosen. Hard to say. I suppose the Chosen wouldn't go amiss. The only thing is that we do have to delete the army, and I'm not entirely sure who we'd be putting the which army we'd be putting the Chosen into. You know, I'd get 2 more, and yeah, man, this is another 3,000 gold per turn, and then the other army is similar. Yeah, you know what? Just do 4 right now, and we'll build them later on if we figure out where they need to go. But it's not like they need to go into Kairos' army because they're getting replaced by the Lords of Change. Anyway. Oh, we do want a couple Soul Grinders here, though, but we can't build them here. We'll have to build them out of somewhere else. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Now, recruitment is done. It's time to move. Kairos, kill King Psalmtic, please. He's gonna run. We should, I think, still have enough movement space to go to the Wizard Caliph's Palace afterwards. Kill this. Auto-resolve. Please don't tell me that this actually did damage to us. Not really, slight amount, actually no damage, okay, never mind. Potion of Strength, and we will take the tiny amount of cash because there's no healing. We can go for the Caliph's Palace. And hopefully this... it does say low casualties, alright, I'm gonna risk this. Hopefully, the thing that concerns me is that we got 6 turns until the end is nigh. We still have to take the Great Desert of Araby, and we have to be fully healed up by the time we get to the Black Pyramid. But low casualties will hopefully be not so bad. Still quite a bit there at the very least. Yeah, we really shouldn't trust that, should we? Oh well, occupy. Let's see how the healing goes. Ooh, you got a lot of military stuff already built. Quite nice. And, the healing's not too bad, okay. It's still less than I'd like, but it's not horrible. Anyway, we'll build walls here. We're gonna ignore you and you for now, but we're gonna keep you. Nice. And then I guess we will go for Egrim's Contrivance for at least 1 more turn, 2 more turns before switching all those around. Good. Good, good, good. And then to Great Desert of Araby afterwards. Huh. Wait, so this place can't actually build stuff? Huh, interesting. I wonder what we can build here. Strategic location for everybody, I take it. Also, Yartolk, while you're here, go here and go take Eye of the Panther. Man, is it me or do all the Kairos, do all the Tzeentch units really love to yell, or they're lords? Alrighty, well, Garrulus, let's have you... Wait, who defeated... I can't remember. Was it Iber or Garrulus that fought last turn? I think it was Garrulus, right? You've defeated Wurzag, correct? Great Green Killer. So have you done the same? No, you have not. Okay, so we want you to get Great Green Killer. So we're gonna move you, let's say... here. Wait.
Moving on.
And then Iber... Arcean Rage... Oh, we have to attack this guy, but then... Wurzag comes in as a reinforcement. If he comes in as a reinforcement, do we still get the buff? I'm not entirely sure. Can you move any closer? Wait. Wait. Oh, damn, that's annoying. I don't want to go for this army just in case. Maybe we do still get the buff for defeating him as a reinforcement, but I don't want to risk it. How about that? Now, Iber, would you get that reinforcement? Still no. Damn. If you go by yourself, you won't be able to auto-resolve this. Alright, fine, just do it like this. I'm sure we'll fight Warzag again, even if we don't get the buff. Auto-resolve, because they've all been destroyed already. We're going to take a little bit of damage, I'm sure, but, well, we've already defeated 2 armies, so none of this is all that big of a deal. Decent amount of cash as a reward, too. And let's heal up while we're here. Enemy killed in battle, and yes, we do get it. Okay, so we're fine. Free armor of silvered steel, and now... you guys. Well, I guess Garrulus can sit in Bitterstone Mine for a little bit. In fact, both of you need units from the Recruiter of Fate over here. So, in that light, wait. Let's put Garrulus here to heal. And then Iber. How far are you? Iber, go right here. And we'll give you your 4 knights. And then we're gonna get Doom Knights in your army from some other army, presumably. Alright, so 4 of you, and 4 of you get swapped out for now. We may want to build an army where we're a little bit more reliant on the Marauder Horsemen of Tzeentch. I do like the units, if nothing else. And then you 4, let's say, are gonna get replaced by Doom Knights. And then I guess we'll need an extra unit of infantry, or another war shrine or hero, like a cultist, for example. Yeah, alright. So do this. Good for Iber, and now you can move no further, so you're gonna go to Stone Mine Tower next turn. Recruiter of Fate, you can also move no further, but you can... wait. We'll swap next turn. I was thinking getting this guy to swap the Furies for the Screamers, but then probably not such a good idea right now, because then you'd be out of the settlement and you won't heal as much. Well, let's not risk it. I suppose we could put you into an camp stance, but is there any real point to doing so? Not really. Stay there. Stay there. And you can be money. Hey, I said you can be money. There you go. Alrighty, who else needs to move? Garrulus is good, Iber's good, Vindex is good, and we'll apply those skill points as we need them. Kronos is good, Fire is good. You know what? Get 3 blue horrors just to get... Oh, you could do global recruitment, can't you? Oh, ironically, you can get a Chaos Warrior to replace the one you lost. Do we want to use the money for that, though? What else can we get in one turn? Really only Chaos Warriors, not horrors, unfortunately. And not knights, right? Yeah, no, 4 turns for the knights. Alright, fine. Let's get some Chaos Warriors in here, then. 1, 2, 3. All halberds. And then if we need to trade those out or remove them or whatever, we'll do that later. Alright, happy with that. Camera, move back to proper alignment, please. Now, Adamantus. You can still continue discovering this location. Oh, and we probably want to reveal Shroud on Itza as well. We gotta be sure of exactly what they're doing. So while we're here, Itza, where are you? Wait, reveal Shroud. Here we go. Alright, they got quite a lot of territory as well. Do they have access to the Jungle Swarm ability? No, they do not, so they shouldn't be nearly as problematic as Tehanoan's faction. We also probably want to force Tehanoan to fight another faction, or we could keep saving for Break Alliance. I'm just thinking, do we trade a settlement? Or do we keep saving for Break Alliance or trade stuff? I don't know, I'll think about it. Lucas, you are going up north to probably join Iber, and I believe that's it, so we can spend the rest of the money on buildings. Lovely. And here I thought that we wouldn't have any left, but I guess we got a decent amount of cash for doing battles and stuff. Alright, we can start here, mostly because I accidentally clicked on it. Black Tower of Arcane, go for it. Alright, now let's do it systematically. So, Great Mortis Delta, ignored. Heart of the Jungle, ignored for now. Ghost of Araby, ignored. Wait, why did I go up instead of down? Wrong thing. Okay, Land of Assassins, Land of the Dead, yes, oh my, yes, definitely yes. Springs of Eternal Life. You can have Marble. Qatar. You can have the money building. Do you need a wall? I mean, we can build one, I suppose, just because you already have the wall and you can't build any special buildings. Those are not for us, sadly. But oh well. Ice and Fire Plains, good. nearly to the tier 5 there. I'm gonna ignore you for now, military buildings, but we're getting there. Same with you most likely. Ah, Talakwa's ready to upgrade. Alright, fine. Talakwa, 2-dimensional cascade, and let us delete the thaumaturgic reefs everywhere they are. Lovely. Next, central jungles, though we are now running out of cash. Oh, you're also ready for an upgrade, Quixotle. So then we can do this, and we'll upgrade you next turn. Devil's Backbone. We've removed the reefs. We've removed this stuff. And thus we'll go military buildings next, but we'll wait for the dimensional cascade for that for obvious reasons. Casabara's good. Jungles, Abyssal Glacier. Looks good to me. Man, damn, so many military buildings to upgrade. And I believe that's it, at least for now. Yes, there's military buildings to upgrade, but we'll save the money for infrastructure, and then we'll upgrade those after. Alright, Voljax, you're heading to the Black Pyramid of Nagash to defend / to trade your stuff to Kairos. And I believe we're ready to end the turn, so skip the rest of this, minus the commandment, which is going to go into Grim's Contrivance again. And... we also have to figure out what to give to Vindex, as his army is... well, probably gonna need some pink horrors as well. Probably shouldn't even bother with blue horrors, should we? Just go all pink and iridescent, or pink iridescent and exalted pink. I mean, at the very least, the blue horrors are more sacrificial, but they don't seem to, I think, have a higher HP pool than the pink ones, do they? I don't think so. They have half as many models as well, which means it's more difficult to kill models of theirs. Though I'm not, nah. Well, whatever. Alright, skip the rest of that and the turn, and... is there anywhere where we could potentially get attacked this turn? I don't think that there is. Alright. A little bit admin heavy so far, but I'm sure we'll find a battle somewhere. And if I'm recalling correctly, some of our faction reveals are going to dissipate this turn, though we will no longer need it for the Great Desert or for the followers of Nagash. We will need it for several other factions. Talzin, Argulon, I'm sure the Wood Elves will come down to us sooner rather than later as well. Alrighty, looks good. Kairos, you are headed to the desert, though it looks like you won't be damaged here, so you should be able to hit the Great Desert next turn. You will not be healing here, but what can you do? Wizard Caliph's Palace, no, don't care about that, but I do care about Lashik. And there we go, this is their last territory. Yes, yes. So we have basically destroyed the followers of Nagash. Would be nice to get them this turn, in fact. You can't reach the Eye of the Panther, but you can teleport up here, and then grab that. And then hopefully we can get back to the Sorcerer's Islands to defend it before Itza comes a-calling. And ooh, there's a Skull Reef here. Maybe beneficial to send somebody to see. Now, I do have to wonder... I'm a little bit worried about this guy sieging kayaks if we attack, but we may not get a better opportunity to do so. You will at the very least siege this, and then we'll see if we can get another battle. Yeah, we do have to fight this. Valiant defeat, and we still do have that very, very scary jungle swarm to contend with. Ranger Standard and a War Banner. The Ranger Standard used to be on one of your knights, so that's why it's not on there anymore. We can get the War Banner on, I don't know, you, I guess, because you're more likely to disappear. Let's continue the siege, and to ease your conquest of this, I guess we will open up the gate with a changing of the ways. Open gates. It's fairly cheap after all. It feels like we should probably be using it on cooldown. So open the gate. Good. Kayaks. Gate opened. I don't know if you're able to auto-resolve this now. Nope, still no, despite the gate being opened. Huh, interesting. Not that I was going to auto-resolve, mind you, because this seems like a fun battle, and we're still damaged, so it may actually be somewhat difficult. Also, you can get your upgrades while we're here. Now, still gonna check for potentially more battles. Silos, you will also move out to the Black Pyramid. Okay, I'm lost. It's up here. Black Pyramid. Find Kairos. Voljax, you gotta be in the same exact place. Try not to suffer attrition, though. say here. Yeah, the vampiric corruption is going up. At least our own corruption isn't going down, but still. Vindex, I guess you're going southward because you'll be trading some troops around. You don't need to be here for now. And Lucas, you're going north. North, thank you. Iber, ooh, hello. Wait, is Scrag at war with these guys? He is not. Iber, are you able to reach him? No. Ooh, what about in teleport? Nah. Unfortunately not. Alrighty. And what the heck is this army, Scrag? That's turn 109. Why are you... How are you alive if these are the armies that you're building? I have no idea. What are you doing, Scrag? You're gonna get wrecked. You're gonna go into an camp stance since you can't reach these guys. I suppose you could go into ambush, but that doesn't really help us here, or does it? You know what? Go here and into ambush. I doubt this will work, but maybe we can use our other small army to bait Scrag into getting himself killed. As I recall, Scrag also has a fairly nice buff that we can get. Now, Garrulus and Recruiter of Fate. You are going to swap some units around, namely the Screamers for the Furies, as we no longer need those, and otherwise this army is fine as it is, and will continue in the manner that it's currently in. Yes. May be worthwhile to getting some Exalted Flamers in here. May actually be better to have Exalted Flamers than the regular Flamers here, as once again, this army will have trouble with bigger units. But otherwise, we're going north. So, stay out of the attrition, so go here. And then go after these guys. Looks like Scarby is going to go after Iron Rock. I don't necessarily want you to have Black Crag and Iron Rock. Is there anywhere else that we can send you? We could declare war on the dwarfs right now, but then Scarby's going to have a problem with them. Eric Drawn, I really don't want you to take these, because he's probably going to sack or raise Black Crag as well. That's not so good for us. Honestly, Scarbrand, you're not being very helpful. And it disappoints me. We could tell him to temporarily defend a target like Dragonhorn Mines or Bitterstone Mines. Yeah, you know what, let's do that, and then we'll just keep him here for a while, and then we'll clear the target afterwards, and then we'll tell him to attack the dwarfs once we're ready. You, Recruiter of Fate, we're going to use you to bait Scrag, so let's put you right here. And into no stance, I guess. Alright, stay right there, and we'll see how this works out for us, and whether it works out at all. Alrighty, Iber's good, Vindex is good, Kronos, Fire, Voljax, a Recruiter, and I guess we're just gonna move the rest and we're gonna fight. You could go to Itza. What can you do, by the way? You can assault garrisons. Yeah, you're just looking around here. Honestly, I think it's time for you perhaps to go. What are you again? You're a Channeler, and you have nothing special about you? Yeah, I think... Oh, there's another little lizard faction here. I didn't even know about it. How strong are you? Ah, just the one settlement. Would have been funny if we could transfer single settlement factions, but anyway, you're out. You're no longer needed. We'll replace you with somebody else. We have a decent idea of what's going on in Itza. Let's just complete the changing of the ways, so we are gonna reveal Shroud on... Let's say Scrag and Bloody Hands. Or is Scrag? Disciples of the Maw, there they are, and Bloody Hands should be up here somewhere, right? Bloody Hand. No, it's the Bloody Hands, isn't it? It is. I feel like the shouldn't count, but what do I know? Reveal Shroud. Oh, and we have Reveal Faction Intentions. Now, currently we're revealing Cult of Sotek. It would be nice to see the Bloody Hands and Scrag stuff, but I feel like we want to see Itza's intentions, because if they start sailing out to us, we'll want to know about it. So reveal faction intentions on Itza. Alright, good. And aha! Aha, Gorok. Where are you going? You're going to Sorcerer's Islands or something, which can't defend itself very well. Looks like Yartok is going to have to recruit and then actually build some units and try to defend. It'll be a little bit difficult, because Lashik can't defend itself, and Sorcerer's Islands probably can't either. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. At the very least, with the Wizard's Palace, Caliph's Palace captured, you know what, let's build... That's not gonna help us, is it? Yeah, as I was saying, with this place captured... Oh, there's a Keymaster Cultist. We should probably get you on the field and put you in an army somewhere. I'm just not sure which army. Kairos, do you benefit... Cultists and Lords of Change. It says Cultists and Lord of Change, but... it may be bugged, because I don't see Elemental Wind Mastery here. It's not here at all. Prismatic Plurality, Arcane Conduit, so it says that Kairos' ability benefits these guys. You have Giver of Arcane Glory, but that's part of your shrine, your War Shrine. Anybody know if this actually is a bug or whether it actually shows up in the game or something like that? Because it definitely isn't showing like this, like it is for the Iridescent Horror. Iridescent Horror. Which is unfortunate. And now I'm thinking, is there another cultist that we could put somewhere? I mean, I did want to get one in Iber's army. Garrulus could have one, but then we'd have to delete something, and I'm honestly not sure what we would delete. He already does have a cultist as well. But he doesn't have a War Shrine unless he's on it himself. Well, actually, no, the cultist has a War Shrine. So yeah, no, this army's fine. But then where do we put the other cultists? Oh, right, into Vindex's army. Yeah, Vindex will have lots of cultists because they can open the gates up and summon more horrors on the field. Yeah, okay, cultist it is. I really wish there was another menu where we could check where we can summon stuff from. So summon cultist here, good. You can join Vindex. We'll also summon another cultist, and just to delete him to hopefully get a better one. There we go. And the rest of the stuff is good. I don't believe we'll need sorcerers in this army because the cultists will be on the war shrines, and we may even do... maybe multiple cultists on different mounts? I'll think about it. Otherwise, let's fight now. We're good. We have some building admin to do, but I guess we'll do it later. Fire. Time to fight these guys again and get attacked by those damn snakes again. Let's see what you got this time. They may never ascend to greatness, but their snakes are already pretty great. That damn jungle swarm is already something I am very wary of as our army approaches. Now, fortunately, since the gates have been opened, we are ready to head directly into the city, and we're gonna try to clear the walls a little bit with our hero and our two disc-using, or with our lord and our two disc-using heroes here. A few casts going down in the enemy as well, occasional pink fires and all that sort of stuff, but I'm not expecting to do a crazy amount of damage to them, so much as I'm expecting to just do melee damage by clearing the wall. Already taken a little bit of damage on fire, of course, but he does have a potion of toughness that we can use to both heal and increase our defenses. On top of that, we are starting to take damage on our regular units, as we can see when the Chaos Warriors is already losing models, and there's the... I think that's the jungle swarm, right? Is that the first use of it? Yeah, there's the snakes. And in a couple of seconds, it certainly rips the shield apart, but we can get out of it. Ooh, okay, this one's gonna walk right through it. I'm curious to see how much the damage will be. Yeah, that's pretty nasty, damn. Oh, look at that. Look at that HP drop. Walk through it, and your unit is basically destroyed. Look at that. What an obnoxiously powerful ability. I mean, obviously I should have stopped the unit there, but damn. Yeah, so if that had been used on our unit while it was on the wall, it would have just killed the unit outright, because you can't escape from that. And that's happened to us previously as well. Man, how is the Jungle Swarm the most powerful piece of magic that you can access? I'm pretty sure it's stronger than any Vortex ability. Like, I wouldn't expect a Vortex ability used on a moving, non-blobbed up army or non-blobbed up unit, because they were still in their regular formation, as opposed to, like, for example, fighting a unit where you can drop a vortex directly into them and have insane armor as well. And I wouldn't expect any other vortex ability to do that much damage in the same identical situation. So yeah, damn. Gotta give it up to Sotek. Alrighty, well fortunately our units are now climbing the walls to help fire out. He wasn't going to clear everything out here by himself, and against the regular Saurus units, our Chaos Warriors should be doing okay. I'd also be curious to see later on, when we swap a decent amount of these units for Chosen, how effective the Jungle Swarm is going to be against the Chosen. Now, we're also going to drop a bunch of Searing Dooms on top of the enemy Saurus here, and they're grouped up in the manner that I was talking about dropping a Vortex on. Though obviously the Searing Doom is not going to kill them all, it is going to do decent amounts of damage, and is also not a Vortex. Though it isn't really comparable in this situation. Ooh, I like that jumping animation. And there it is. I think that's another use of Searing Doom, and this one should take the enemy out completely, or pretty much. This one's routing, and this one's basically dead. So we should be able to get off the walls. Also, while all this is happening, as in while we're scaling the walls and moving into the city, and I just want to point out that one of the towers is actually now ours. It's not firing, and oh! Huh. Why are you taking so much damage? I think they used the snakes on right below them, and damn, these guys are melting, and they're actually falling off the ladders as they die due to the snakes below them. That's really interesting. Yeah, and it does seem to affect the unit on the walls. As we can see, they all basically, every single unit died to a man. They used it below, or maybe they used it on the wall. I'm not entirely sure. Could be a visual bug here, but yeah, killed that unit in its entirety. What a great ability. It's annoying, but yeah, damn, it's powerful. Anyway, in the meantime, while all that is happening, we have sent in our 2 units of Fleshhounds and our Chaos Knights of Tzeentch through the other open gate on the other side of the map, and they are now taking supply locations as well as the victory locations. Of course, the enemy is somewhat reacting to it by moving the Slan as well as a few units of Saurus to try to counter that, but even if it is, that just means less units to defend the main formation here. As in the main formation of Saurus that is trying to guard the gate. We're almost through the gate now. I'm hoping they don't have too many uses of that jungle swarm left. I believe it's bound to 3 uses, and I think we've seen 2 at this point, so they can use it once more. I'm really hoping they can't use it like right in the middle of the gate, because it would be able to kill like 2 or 3 of our units. We've also got a vortex of our own, our Infernal Gateway opening up on top of a pile of Saurus and damaging them pretty heavily, but Saurus A are not nearly as armored as our Chaos Warriors A, and B, that's an overcast Infernal Gateway that didn't kill these tier 2 units with half the armor of our units, and look, 70 models still remaining in that Saurus unit, and 73 in the other one. So while it did a lot of HP damage, it did nothing close to killing them to a man. So yeah. What a powerful damn jungle swarm. I really want to steal it somehow. I feel like Tzeentch deserves that ability, damn it. It doesn't have to be snakes, it can be some sort of bird swarm, like an upgraded Flock of Doom or something, damn it. All about that magical jealousy. Alrighty, well, these Saurus are gonna run, but considering the amount of models they have remaining, most likely they will come back after this. They will rally and try to fight us, but it looks like we've pretty much cleared the gate now and are moving into the city. Damn, they've got a lot of Saurus in this particular battle, which I'm kind of glad of, because it's just piles of Saurus versus piles of Chaos Warriors, which does kind of make sense. Anyway, a pink fire going down, as well as both an overcast and a non-overcast Searing Doom. We may not have access to the Jungle Swarm, but we can use many a Searing Doom on the enemy. I do really love the effect that it leaves on the ground as well. And especially when you use that at the same time as Gehenna's Golden Hounds, which does the same thing, but like a golden version of it. It's real nice. And the sort of silverish particles that go in the air as that dissipates. Anyway, let's check back on how we're doing here. The balance of power is definitely in our favor. We've broken through the gate, though several of our units are extremely badly beat up. And aha, Sotek's Poison. Okay, so Sotek's Poison means they did use the ability somewhere, I take it. I'm not entirely sure where, but that's probably why these 2 units are nearly dead. In fact, this one looks like it's dying, but maybe we managed to get out of wherever the actual ability was. Alrighty, well, with that, I believe that would have been the third use, so we don't have to be worried about another one. And now we're free to push into the city without worrying about the rest of our units being destroyed. And speaking of destroying units, here come our Flamers. They were actually hiding in the woods this entire time together with our Poison Wind Globadiers, because I really didn't want to lose either of them. But since we can no longer recruit from Clan Moors, we really don't want to lose the Poison Wind. You have to be careful, and both of these units are pretty damn fantastic at obliterating Saurus, so we shouldn't have much trouble just destroying the remains of the units around the gate here. And there we go, a single volley takes that unit of Saurus pretty much out. And we still have a little bit of fire support from our pink horrors as well. Any units that are rallying are also going to have to run through the gauntlet of blue fires. Usually our Flamers don't act as the cleanup crew, but they can certainly clean up with the best of them when they do have to. Usually there are front-loaded damage. Alrighty, well, good job to the Flamers. The gate is clear. The balance of power is very much in our favor at 75% now, though we haven't managed to capture the Victory Plaza. Our Knights are just destroying units of Chameleon Skinks around. We're also running around with our Fleshhounds. One of the Fleshhounds did nearly, well, I wouldn't say kill, but very badly damage the Slan Mage Priest, but unfortunately got bailed out by a high-tier Skink cohort. And not that all of those guys will matter as soon as the rest of our army enters the fray, rather. Our Chaos Sorcerer is also pretty badly beat up, but he did fight in piles of Saurus. Fortunately, he's a little bit tankier than the Iridescent Horrors are, so we can actually use him to support the Chaos Warriors. Chaos Warriors heading up the ramp towards the rest of the remaining units up here, though they are about to get surrounded by both of the Chaos Warriors and the Flamers. So really, they most likely have nowhere to go. Alrighty, and it looks like nobody's actually fighting anybody at this point. Maybe the Chaos Knights, but they're just running down units. Nope, they're going back to try to recap that Victory Plaza, and aha, the Fleshhounds. They're still working. The only ones. Everybody else is lazy. Somebody call the, like, employment law people on Corn, I guess. Because he keeps his Fleshhounds working, and there we go. Despite the relative lack of combat in that last couple of seconds, the enemy army routs, and we are done. Beautiful. It was certainly a Pyrrhic victory. Most of the damage, I would wager, if not like 90% of the damage, caused by the Jungle Swarm, followed by the towers as we moved into the city. And yeah, the towers didn't do nearly as much as that swarm did, killing that unit on the wall to a man, and crippling 2 units down to like 10% HP here, though the use there also did pretty damn decent. Yeah, kind of interesting that the entire army is kind of very, very lackluster, but that single spell is so good. I'm now trying to think of potential armies we could be using to counter the use of that, and they would have to be probably pretty damn aerial focused. So Lords of Change, Doom Knights, maybe some Screamers, things that would be able to lift off immediately and also have very high move speed, where we wouldn't be susceptible to getting destroyed by the Jungle Swarms. As we've seen, the Chaos Knights are a little bit too slow, and we also lost a unit of Chaos Knights to a man in a previous battle here. So yeah, I like the idea of having to play around the strengths of enemy factions, though, even if I do think that that ability might be just a little bit overtuned. But anyway, fortunately this tier 5 settlement is now ours, so the rest of the nearby settlements should be a lot easier to take. Alrighty, well, I'm glad we ended up building extra Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch to replace our losses, because once again, that Jungle Swarm basically insta-killed this one unit while it was climbing the ladders as well, and it just dropped so quickly from half HP to 0 models remaining, killed to a man by being bitten by a bunch of snakes. Interesting. Fortunately, we do have the place captured. Unfortunately, though, we may still have to defend it next turn. And my concern is that if these guys siege us, well, actually can't quite tell whether they can reach us or not. Maybe they can't. Because if they siege us, it'll be a massive problem. Ooh, you can build exalted pink horrors here? Oh, that's nice. We may have to stick around here for a while because we were going to build a bunch of exalted and regular pink horrors in this army anyway, because that's what this army is going to be all about. Lovely. Okay, well, I'm glad we captured some of these military buildings, though. Okay, it's just this military building, but it's the one we wanted, so I'm happy with it nonetheless. We are definitely going to build the walls here and the Web of Secrets, but otherwise we will leave what we've got. In fact, I guess we don't really need Egrim's Contrivance anymore, do we? Because we could do the Architect's Theorem here, because it's a it's a new front, so and just to stop the enemy from moving as quickly. Not that I really care about the public order, mind you. Anyway, with that, we are once again out of time, and I am going to have to call the episode here. And next time, Kairos destroys the followers of Nagash for good, and then with 5 turns remaining, we continue moving to the Black Pyramid so that Kairos can defend it. Yartok is going to grab the Eye of the Panther and move to the Sorcerer's Islands. We're also going to try to look for Scrag and move up north to the Bloody Hands with Garrulus, while this force will continue or complete its recruitment with the new Soul Grinders, which are all going to go to fire, and then afterwards we're going to head up north, and then both of these armies will be working together. We'll also shortly, as per the comments, start building a new army up in this area somewhere, and we'll soon be declaring war on the dwarfs, as it is probably past time. Hopefully by then, and indeed in one turn, we will be deleting the Igrim's Contrivance algorithm in every location and replacing it with more grimoire growth so that we can start, you know, screwing up alliances and more war declarations after and that sort of thing. Especially since they all cost like 10,000, and that's just so damn many grimoires. But anyway, stay tuned for more Kairos. Don't forget to leave a like and comment if you've been enjoying this campaign. Yada yada yada. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.